Is this your first time owning a home in a winter weather state? Or maybe have you owned a home in a state with winter for years but aren't quite sure if you're properly preparing your home for winter? Well, if so, you have come to the right place, because today I have Robin with 406 Home Inspection Pros here with us, and he has graciously offered to share some tips on preparing your home for winter. I am Janet with Radiant Realty, your Montana realtor. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and stay a while, and don't be shy. I love reading your comments and, of course, answering any questions that you have. If you do find anything in here helpful or useful, please do give a big thumbs up. All right, let's get into it with Robin.
Preparing your home for winter. There's a number of things that should be done to make sure that you're safe and that your home performs as it should. Number one is, if you have vents in your crawl space, you want to close them. That'll help you keep your pipes from freezing. It'll make your floor a lot warmer, and you'll get more energy efficiency out of your home. So that one's really important. The other thing that you want to do is, if you have a furnace that has the exhaust and the intake on the side of your home, not just at the beginning of winter, but throughout winter, you want to make sure the snow is cleared away from those, because you have to pull air in there. And if you can't pull air in there, your furnace isn't going to operate properly. So another thing that happens in the winter is you get ice dams on your roof. That's when you see the icicles hanging down and things of that nature. Ice dams on the roof are bad. They're bad for your home. It's generally a sign that something about the home is not functioning correctly. What happens is the heat rises up through the insulation in the attic, goes to the other side of the roof, and melts the snow from the underside. That water runs down underneath the snow, and as soon as it passes over a wall from where it's exposed to the inside to exposed to the outside, it refreezes. And so you get a little bump. And over time, you get a bigger bump, and a bigger bump, and a bigger bump, until pretty soon you have this pocket, because your ice dam goes like this, sitting right above your exterior wall. And that, when it gets deep enough, the water can start running down to the inside of your wall, to the inside of your home. So ice dams are a big deal. So when preparing for winter, some of the things you want to make sure you do is you want to make sure that you take your hoses off of your hose bibs outside, because what we don't want to have happen is this hose is holding water, and because it's holding water, your frost-free hose bib can't drain, and that holds water in the pipe, and that can cause you to have a burst pipe. Another thing you want to make sure that you do is you want to make sure that you clean your rain gutters and your downspouts, so that when you do get some precipitation and it needs to come off of the roof, it can get away from the home, so you don't have big ice slicks on the exterior of your home because of uncontrolled water. You also want to make sure that you clean the area where your furnace pulls air from and exhaust from, if it's on the side of the home, so that your furnace can breathe properly. That's important as well. The other thing that's important is, if you have a wood-burning stove, you need to make sure that the chimney or the flue pipe or whatever it is on this particular home that you have is cleaned out. They say every couple, 2 or 3 years. I personally like every year. It's not very expensive, but that will reduce the chance of you having a problem with your flue catching on fire, or problems with the house burning down, quite frankly, because that can be probably the worst thing that can happen if you don't do that. So these things are important. Winter safety just takes a little bit of attention, a little bit of maintenance, and you have a great winter.
All right, I hope that was extremely helpful and you have some new tips for this coming winter and prepping your home. If you do have additional questions, I have left Robin's contact information in the description box below. And of course, you can feel free to call me anytime at 406-890-5390, and I would be happy to help as well. Have an amazing week, and I will see you next time.